In this video, we're going to be going over a proven strategy that tons of real estate agents are using on Instagram in order to grow their business and gain clients directly from Instagram. I'm Mike DeFrancesca with eXp Realty, servicing the Chicagoland area. Today, we're going to go through the same exact strategies that I use in order to gain. Today, we're going to go over the same exact strategies that I use on my Instagram account in order to reach thousands of people. We're going to take a dive into all 6 different forms of content that you can create on Instagram, and we're going to talk about the frequency you should be posting and what type of content, and even look at a couple of examples. The first thing we want to look at is your Instagram feed. Now, the feed is going to be like your home screen or your profile picture, right? All the pictures that you're going to see posted on there, or as people scroll through your profile, the post that you see, the pictures and videos that you're posting up there. And the type of content you're going to want to be posting on your feed is going to be high quality photos as well as videos. And when we're talking about our feed, we want to make sure we're following the 80-20 rule. Now, what the 80-20 rule is saying that basically you want to have 80% of your content is to include you, as in you, the content creator, the owner of that account. And then 20% of it is going to be business related. Now, you can still just because it's business related does not mean it doesn't want to include you in it, but you can focus it on things like just listed, solds, open houses, things like that. And that's what you'll concentrate on, those 20%. So listeds, solds, open houses. When we start getting into the 80% portion of what you want to be on your Instagram feed, which is going to be the majority of your feed, you're going to have more personal things, right? Like, maybe lifestyle, what else? Some family, right? Family events, or even local community events, right? That could be both. So you have like a family outing, you and your family, and you're going to go to like, let's say, some local community event like we have here. For example, Halloween, they have a trunk or treat where we go and all the people in the community pull their trunks in, decorate, fill it with candy, and then we walk around and trick or treat or trunk or treat with our kids, and they get candy. And so you can use that to kind of be as both, right? So that would be, like a community event, right? And typically when people scroll through your feed, they want to see your picture, right? Because you're creating brand awareness for you as the real estate agent. So when people see your face, they know, hey, that's Mike D, right? That's Mike D, the real estate agent, right? So you want to make sure as people scroll through your feed, if you look through my feed, you can't go anywhere without seeing at least one picture of my face or a clip of a video or something with my face on it. So that's one of the most important things. You want to make sure you're always staying in your feed and on your brand so people know that it's you. You want to be posting on your feed 2 to 3 times a week. Next, we're going to move on. We're going to talk about Reels. And I really want to emphasize why Reels is so important on Instagram. Reels is going to be your short form content, 15 to 30 seconds, similar to what you're going to find on like TikTok or YouTube Shorts, right? But the thing about Reels on Instagram is this is where you're going to get your most organic reach and engagement. So this is going to be your most opportunities to grow your following on Instagram. And if you're doing your social media marketing properly, you're going to be able to cross promote your brand and get followers across all the different platforms out there. Using Reels the right way is going to be the way to get the most engagement and the most following on your Instagram. You're going to use Reels in 2 different ways. The first is going to be more business related stuff like property tours, buyer seller tips, things like that. And the other side of it is going to be more relaxed, more personable, more joking, fun, however you want to do it. For example, something I like to do is take a trending sound, right, and turn that into something about real estate, or like some type of tip I can give for a buyer or seller, or even for another real estate agent, using like a trending sound or some type of trending topic or hashtag or something like that. Now, I'll be making a separate video all about short form content, more of a deep dive, how to optimize, how to use hashtags, trending sounds, how to get higher conversion on your content, things like that. But basically what you're going to want to be doing, so you have your property tours, and these are just going to be more previews, right? So we'll say previews, and I'll show you an example here. And then you want to have your buyer seller tips. Now, every one of your reels is going to need at least a hook, which a hook is going to be that first like 1 or 2 seconds that's going to grab the attention of your the viewer immediately, right? It's going to make them know, okay, I need to watch this, right? This relates to me. This is solving a problem of mine or answering a question or something like that. So for example, a hook might be, how to maximize your home value before listing your house for sale. Somebody who's looking to sell their house and is scrolling through Reels is going to see that, and they're going to say, oh, yeah, I'm looking to sell my house. How can I get the most money out of it, right? So that's going to be your hook, something to just completely grab somebody's attention right away. And you want to have at least one call to action. Now, a call to action is going to be something like, don't forget to like and follow, or hey, if you're enjoying this content, yada yada yada, or hey, check the link in my description, go do this elsewhere on this other site. Whatever it is, you're trying to get the audience or the viewer, whoever's engaging currently with your content, you want to get them to do something, right, outside of just viewing, whether it's just hitting like or going and signing up for a website or something like that. So you want to have your hook and at least 1 or 2 call to actions. The first thing I started with, hey, if you're looking for a home in the River Grove area, right? And then we started our property tour, right? So it's that simple. At the end of the video, I ask, don't forget to like, subscribe, or like and follow, whatever it is. Now, same thing with Reels, is you want to be posting on Reels at least 2 to 3 times a week. All right, then the next thing we're going to talk about is stories. Now, stories is really where you're going to get your audience to build a connection with you. This is where people want to get to know you. So you want to be your more authentic self, show some behind the scenes stuff, right? So if you're doing some property tours, or maybe you're doing a photo shoot for a property or anything like that, you just pull out your phone, take a couple pictures. I mean, it's really that easy. Or just pan your camera around a little bit, get a little bit of a video, put a nice title on it, slap it up there, do a boomerang, however you want to do it, right? But just put that up there, right? Ask questions. There's tons of different features within there that you can use, like ask questions, maybe put a nice picture of a home with a little sliding eye heart emojis, whatever those things are, right? And people can gauge those photos for you. You want to essentially call to action without calling to action, right? Use your stories to call to action. Now, stories are 24 hours. They only last 24 hours, right? And so we said behind the scenes, right? And another thing I want to talk about is document your journey. If you're just new to real estate, or you're new to changing, your marketing strategy, if you're new to just social media, more often than not, people who are looking for videos, I know when I was first researching all this stuff, right, I was looking on YouTube, watching these videos, I was newer to this. More likely than not, you might be newer or just trying to increase your social media presence and engagement. Either way it goes, document your journey, right? If you're creating a video, pull out your phone. Again, just pull out your phone. It's nice to see. I got the ring light up, right? I can see I'm recording right now. Just to prove a point, I'll take that picture. I'm actually going to post that picture on Instagram now. And it's going to be behind the scenes, something like, hey, recording this Instagram, recording my YouTube video coming soon, Instagram for Realtors, or whatever I'm going to title it. Essentially, you're just going to document your journey, right? Document your journey through social media, document your journey as a real estate agent, whatever it is. Whip out your phone, take a picture, take a short video, put it up, and call it a day. This will build the no trust factor between you and your clients, and it will get people to engage with you more. Now, when we're talking about stories, you want to post stories daily. Again, this is going to keep you top of mind with your clients and your audience. But not only that, they only last 24 hours, and they're not really stored anywhere unless we save them to highlights, which is something we'll cover next. But basically, you want to be putting it up daily just to stay top of mind, keep your audience engaged, keep that start building that no trust factor. The more you're showing, raw, authentic, uncut footage, the more people can start to relate to you. So moving on, we're going to talk about highlights. And as we talk about highlights, what we want to start to think about highlights are as memories, right? Like stored memories that can be accessible or viewable to other people on your profile. Now, I'm on mine right now, and you can see, first of all, my highlights and everything is branded to my overall brand. So you can select individual highlight covers. The only one that kind of stands out is the EXP Wolfpack one, but these are like past stories that I've put up that I decided, hey, I want these to fall into my category of, whatever it is. So for example, if we look at motivation, right? Open this up. This was a quote that I put up like on a Monday motivation, something I thought that really was awesome, right? So these are things I put up. I end up saving them to my highlights for people who can review them later. This, this is all my motivation section, right? You can see I got a section for like my TikToks and Reels. These are short form videos that I've made in the past, right? So you can see that I have YouTube. So anything, for example, that picture that I took that I probably put on my story, I'll probably end up putting it on here as like a behind the scenes, right, from my story, and then saving it as a highlight for later. So when people want to come back and see, they can see that I have a YouTube video preview here with the link to my video, right? So different things, right? I also have a River Grove, Illinois one, a local community. As real estate agents, so you definitely want to have your testimonials, like you can see I have here, right? You want to have, like, I have market updates for my followers, people in the area. They want to get a market update. There it is. My travel, right? When I go on vacation, stuff like that. These are hobbies of mine. These allow people to get to know me a little bit better. So you can see I put these all on here for people to see, to view, to say, hey, cool, awesome, whatever. I don't know. So again, we'll just say you want to have your sold and listeds. You want to have your community events. And just remember, this is like, you're not going to post frequency. There's no set frequency, right? This is going to be as needed, as you feel is justified, right? So if you're out at a community event, you whip out a cool thing, you get a good family picture or something like that, or a good video or something you think that kind of fits your family, right? It's a nice picture of your family, but also maybe fit a nice post or something to create awareness for this community event. You can take that and put it in the highlights, so then people will see that later and they know that this is something that happens and it looks like a great family time, right? So now we'll move on to IGTV. All right, so IGTV is going to be good for like videos that are like maybe, let's say, 2 to 5 minutes long, and these are going to be good for lots of tours, right? So you can have community tours, you can put your home tours up here, but not the similar ones like you would have with Reels, right? Reels is more short form, a preview. The home tours you're going to have on IGTV are going to be more full-length tours, right? You walking around, maybe talking a little bit about the property, going in depth as you walk through, like a virtual tour. Now, a cool little trick with IGTV that not a lot of people are really talking about is that you can actually repurpose your YouTube videos, for IGTV, right? So if you, for example, this video here, it's going to be probably a little bit longer than 2 to 5 minutes, so I maybe don't want to put the full thing up, but I can maybe just chop it up to like a couple of the key points, right, and the different topics, and put that together in a quick little 4-minute video and put that on IGTV. And I just now posted in another platform similar content that's going to provide value and reach a whole new audience. Now I think with IGTV it's going to be one of two things. If you are currently producing YouTube videos or marketing on YouTube, then you're going to want to post on here at least once a week, right? You can repurpose your YouTube videos. If not, you can come up with something else, or you can take a property tour or different things that you're doing, and you can use it on here. If you are not actively on YouTube, I don't know what you're doing, but if you're not actively on YouTube, that's okay. Then you can just do on here kind of as needed, right? So if, same thing, if you did get a property tour, then you want to make a nice, more in-depth, high quality video and put it up on here. And the last thing we're going to go over today is going live on Instagram. And the biggest benefit to going live on Instagram is staying top of mind. The reason for this is because every time you go live on Instagram, notifications go out to all your followers. When you go live, everybody gets a notification like that will say Mike DeFrancisco went live on Instagram. That's going to keep you top of mind, even if they're not going to join your live stream. Your name just popped into their mind. Hey, or there's that realtor that I follow on Instagram. And what I find Instagram Live to be most successful for is two things. One, Q&As. If you got a couple hours to kill and it's prime time for your viewer base. If you're looking at your analytics, then you'll know like what time your viewers are mostly watching your videos. You can go live with a Q&A session, and you can do different tips. You can make it almost like a mini mastermind, right? Buyer's tips for 2022, right? It's a new year, so you can just do like Q&A session, buyer seller tips, going into 2022 or something like that, and you kind of just hang out with your audience. It gets people a more authentic you, a more real you, unedited, right? Like when you guys see this video, it's already been chopped up. You missed all the 335 takes that I did before, all the desk clamming, all the shits, right? All that stuff that I did before, or that I cut out before presenting this video to you. Now when you're live, you have the raw, authentic, unedited somebody. You get to know them, you get to see their reactions to stuff, and you can actually chat with them if you had some questions, right? I'm happy to chat all the time as I'm live. So that's a good thing, and you can get questions answered, and you're going to be answering questions for your customers or your potential clients and providing them with value. The other thing is to do when you're like at events, right? Let's say you're at an event, a community event. One of the things we have here every year in River Grove is like an annual festival or a little carnival that's, kind of like a iconic thing. We have lots of things here in our community for the family and for the community that's provided by the town. A 3-day event, everybody always asking about it, like, hey, did you go? Did you see the kids? You saw the new ride? Whatever it is. You can actually go there, and while you're there just hanging out, just go live, right? You really can just show off the event live, right? Take a couple little short form videos, put it on your story, go, hey, check out, I'm going live in 10 minutes. Going to be at the festival if you want to check it out. Whatever it is, people can see the event. You can engage with people live, raw, authentic material, right? Everybody's seeing, hey, this is, looks cool. If people are looking to move to your area, they can see, wow, that's the town I'm looking to move into, and they're doing all these nice events. Let me hit up Mike and see what else they have to offer. So there's tons of benefits to this if done the right way. Now the thing with live, again, it's going to be kind of as needed. There's not going to be any set schedule, but it is also good for organic growth if done properly. Don't go live just to go live, right? Have a reason to go live, have a plan, get people engaged, and it will work out fine. If I did provide any value to you guys today, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, I've got tons of them coming out, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube itself. Go ahead and turn notifications on so you can be aware as soon as those videos come out. And that's going to do it for today.